Definitely gonna need all 3 of these down there. At the bottom of this hill. Oh. Let's see what's going on here. Ah, shit. Ugh. Well, I managed it eventually, and got another moonstone. But god, my health is low. Okay, I'm gonna try this direction now. Okay, there's secret paths through here to take advantage of. You can tell where some of them are based on where some of these guys are walking. Ah. Okay, more sap. A lot more. Okay, got all the way to the top of this. And my health is up to 142. Okay, at this rate, the only thing I haven't checked out is this down here. At least I think so. I haven't found the boss yet either, though. Oh, shit. Okay, respawning mole mine. I need to use it to blow these up. Ow. Okay. Now make sure the path is clear down here. There. That got them all. Now make this thing follow me all the way to here. There we go. Another energy gem. Oh, yeah, what do you know? Big secret tucked right down here. A lot of these little bastards in here. And only enough room to crawl through this gap. But seems it's for a moonstone. There we go. Shortcut obtained. Okay, now I can get up here. Oh, wait, I already come before. Oh, right, this was the path I took to originally find the rocket boots. So the Spider Queen is probably going to be up here, too. With a lot more of her exploding mutant offspring. There we go. That's all those buzzers done. Now I need to use the rocket boots to fly all the way over here. And up into here. That gets me in the uppermost chamber. Okay, well. Holy shit, that armor. And I'm dead. Okay, that's a tough one. Ugh. I don't know if I'm ready for that boss. Got her. Oh, that took a while. But the Spider Queen's dead. And my health is up to 146. You'd think I'd get a much bigger reward out of that, though. Well, I got another 50 gold out of it. Okay, now I think I'm done here. Okay, save point obtained. Oh, okay. And now there's this massive wasteland. Though not actually quite a wasteland, there's a shocking amount of greenery here. And a very high-tech base setup over there, oh boy. Alright, let's check out this tower over here. Surrounded by pools of acid. Ew. That's another save point, that's cool. Huh. There's crates up there I can smash. I'm getting up there. Looks like getting up there is going to require a spear. Ha! There's food up here. And the ancient rations are actually a really good food item in this game, so... Wait, what? One of Fran's teleporters? This is a hell of a lot of fuel cells. But it's exactly what I need if I'm going to get a bunch of them up there. Okay, well. That got this teleporter running. It looks like one of Fran's designs. It's Fran's research logs. Entry 21. When prospectors discovered this ancient teleporter underground, I knew this was where I should build my lab. I wanted to minimize disturbances to the original teleportation device as much as possible, so that I could glean as much as I can from it. Plus, choosing this site let me have a lakeside view. Win-win. The history of teleportation has been hectic, to say the least. Until about 2 decades ago, it was official Peace Minister policy to dismantle and destroy any teleporters they found. Luckily, the Peace Ministers of today have become more reasonable. Rather than resistance, as I expected, I received support and encouragement. Should I be suspicious? Perhaps. I'm far too excited, however. With the official permission in place, I begin my research in earnest. Alright, so this is probably directly underneath her base in Dea. In excavating and opening the model teleporter for study, I was greeted with a significant finding. Hooked beneath the teleporter was a crystal. And this crystal appears to be the mechanism by which a teleportation occurs. I will hereby call them warp crystals. I studied this crystal extensively, and if I had to describe it, it's like an object that exists in a higher dimension than our own. If we are in the 3rd dimension, the crystal is in the 4th dimension or possibly higher. Picture a piece of paper as a 2D world with little 2D inhabitants. Now fold that paper in half and pierce through it with a pencil. In the 2D world, it would appear to the inhabitants as if 2 giant circles appeared. But in the 3D world, we know that those 2 giant circles are caused by the same pencil. The pencil, one 3D object, can pierce through the folded 2D world multiple times. The warp crystal is like that pencil to our world of paper, so to speak. It's a higher dimensional object that has pierced our 3D reality multiple times. That means that all warp crystals in our 3D world are really part of the same object in a higher dimension. A stunning consequence of this realization is that everyone who owns a warp crystal owns the same warp crystal. The ancients, in their wisdom, discovered how to use the crystals as a bridge between multiple spots in our reality. In the paper world example, it'd be like if 2D inhabitants discovered how to travel along the pencil, which now connects 2 separate points in their paper world. Quite fascinating, though I was also a bit disappointed to discover that I can't create as many teleporters as I want. We will always be limited by the number of warp crystals we have. Those don't exactly grow on trees. Entry 42. Great news, based on the ancients' records we've been able to obtain, teleportation is spoken of as a common phenomenon. The ancients are almost blasé about it. So my assistants, Van and Lan, had a theory. If teleportation was common, then so too must be warp crystals. If so, where are they? What if the warp crystals we seek were actually hiding in plain sight? They're disguised. We've taken to testing various gemstones. And, aha! Turns out that moonstones are actually faded warp crystals. These almost common gemstones, traded by the populace for their beauty, are in fact the crystals I seek. I guess you could liken it to how people treated the first dragon fossils. They simply didn't know what kind of marvel they were holding. Moonstones are faded, however, a result of having aged for half a millennia in suboptimal conditions. I have no idea what is happening with the crystals in the 4th or whichever dimension these things really exist in. But in testing, we discovered they're not as effective as using the pure, intact warp crystal we excavated from the original teleporter. Luckily, we discovered that if we hook enough moonstones together, we get results similar to a pure warp crystal. So, we're going moonstone hunting. Entry 49. Our attempts to obtain moonstones have failed. Most recently, we set up a reward system where people could turn in moonstones to obtain prizes. For 1 moonstone, you could have your choice of a date with Lantervent. For 2 of your moonstones, you would get an all-you-can-eat dinner at the Blue Lobster. So that sounds like a decent deal. For 3 moonstones, you would get an awesome tailoring voucher. Okay. Well, that one's not so good. No one cared for the voucher. A couple people did take the all-you-can-eat option at the Blue Lobster. They were quite enthusiastic eaters too, so we'll be on a tight budget this month. No one took the date option, so my assistant's confidences have been shattered. I told them, so what if no one wants to date you? You're smart. But that seemed to only make them feel worse. Fran, you're ridiculous. Finally, a lead. My plea to the science community, which I sent out weeks prior, has taken root. One of them knows a guy who knows a gal, and in short, we have a moonstone supplier. We arranged a meeting. It'll take her a couple of weeks since she's traveling all the way from Dargarn. 2 weeks for traveling. Imagine how much faster it'd be once we've got teleporters. In the meanwhile, I've finished a grid of teleporters to connect the provinces of Castella. It's just a small network for now, a proof of concept. Should the supplier come through, and I see no reason why she wouldn't, we'll have created a new teleportation network. It'll be the first teleportation network in half a millennia. The impact of this technology is not to be underestimated. We have quicker trade routes, quicker medical care, quicker everything. It'll be tough, but after this network, I'd like to work on the first inter-country network. Could this technology be the new pillar towards better relations between countries? I hope so. I've gleaned all I could from the original teleporter, so I put it back just as we found it, warp crystal included. Oddly, the original teleporter still works, so why doesn't it warp anything? I believe the issue lies on the other end. I'm entertaining the possibility that someone might repair the other end and step through to this side one day. I guess that's unlikely. Really, I just want to preserve the original teleporter as it was found. Out of respect, perhaps? There could be a museum here one day. Well, that gives me a lot of insight into her research, but... question is, where the fuck am I right now? Oh. Well, I got 10 more for you while I'm here. Let's deposit these in the safe right away. I guess you're saving them for the international system. There, safely deposited. Bet you didn't think there'd be a safe there, did you? You've been such a great help, I must formally invite you to join the Fran gang. How'd you like to be our official Moonstone Hunter? Has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? The only requirement is that you change your name to Gan. How about no? But I digress. For your service to science, let me reward you with this. Behold the Moon Crystal. We made this by crushing and pressing together several expended moonstones. Functionally, it's useless for teleportation, but so beautiful. Well, I guess I'll find a use for it eventually. And now that I'm back in Dea... I can get a few more things done out here.